Ever wonder if a show ending prematurely can actually be a good thing? Um, Sometimes a planned conclusion isn't the best path. Let's talk about Wayward Pines, a show that initially hooked viewers with a thrilling mystery. And the surprising reason that its cancellation after 2 seasons might have saved it from a messy downfall. Wayward Pines aired from 2015 to 2016, adapting Blake Crouch's book trilogy. It began as a psychological thriller before twisting into a full-blown sci-fi adventure. Uh, it quickly gained attention, partially thanks to uh, the involvement of M. Night Shyamalan, who directed the pilot episode and served as an executive producer. Um, he'd been wanting to work in television for some time, and the show's script finally caught his eye. Interestingly, the Duffer Brothers, who later created Stranger Things, also contributed to the first season, writing 4 episodes. Shyamalan's direction established a distinct visual style, setting the stage for the show's cinematic feel. This was a time when television was becoming increasingly ambitious, and Wayward Pines embodied that trend. The first season was a relatively faithful adaptation of the book, though the writers made the bold choice to condense the entire trilogy into 10 episodes. This meant some storylines and characters were omitted, while others were saved for the second season. The cast underwent changes, and while logical within the story, it began to stray from the source material. By the time season 2 arrived, the show had diverged significantly. With the source material merely exhausted, and the second season receiving mixed reviews, Fox decided to cancel the series. But this cancellation surprisingly turned out to be the best thing that could have happened. And the core premise of Wayward Pines revolves around the last town on Earth, set 2,000 years in the future. And outside the town's electrified fence, the planet is inhabited by evolved flesh-eating creatures known as abbeys. Both the books and the show converge on a desperate plan. The townspeople re-enter cryogenic pods, hoping to sleep through the current crisis. The idea is that when they wake up, the abbeys will either be gone or no longer a threat, obviously. In the books, this ending is ambiguous, right? The townspeople awaken 70,000 years later, and the story concludes, leaving the reader to imagine what awakes them. The show mirrored this with the characters returning to their pods, leaving several storylines unresolved. Had a third season been made, the delicate ambiguity of the books would have been lost. There would have been little source material left to adapt. And the continuation would likely have felt forced. The cancellation, in a way, preserved the integrity of the original story. It's a bit like asking a magician to reveal all their secrets. Sometimes leaving a little mystery is more satisfying. Speaking of mysteries, why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side, just like the residents of Wayward Pines hoping for a better future. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,